welcome back to another Budget With Me video. I'm so happy to have you here with me. This week I am budgeting my paycheck number 2, which is the $3,300 paycheck. I am also going to talk about the Cosign student loan. I hope you're not tired of hearing about it. Hopefully I can stop talking about it soon, but we have to discuss it, and I want to give a life update. So let's get right into it. Today's date is June 30th, 2023. The gross paycheck was $3,300, and that's a typical amount for me. If you haven't done so, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can stay abreast of what's going on, but this amount is typical for me unless I get a bonus. Next is the tax withholding. So I have $940 that has been withheld for taxes. Additionally, I have $165 that has been withheld for my 401k. I'm specifically contributing 5% towards the Roth portion of my 401k. My employer matches 4% of my 5%. And so I'm getting a total of 9% being put into my 401k for retirement. So that is one way that I am building wealth for my future. Next up is tithing. I tithe 10% of my gross income. So that is $330 for this paycheck. If you do follow my channel, then you know that I don't use this particular check for any core expenses. So we can skip over all of this and head down to my least favorite section, the debt section. I do have an $11 credit card payment to make. And this payment is for a subscription that I have. I just don't want to link it to my checking account because I don't 100% trust the company. So I just put it on my credit card in case I need to dispute anything. But that is $11. I'll pay it off immediately. Next is the Cosign loan. And that amount is $150. Now, the minimum payment on this loan is around $292. I rounded up to $300, and I pay the $300 between 2 different payments. So twice a month, I'm paying $150. I have reached out to the owner of this loan. I called this person. The person did not answer. I did leave a message. I've not heard back from this person. I'm ready to move forward in regards to refinancing at a lower interest rate. The interest rate on this loan is 14.75% now. It is a variable rate loan, so who knows what it'll be tomorrow, next week, a month from now, who knows. I also researched my credit union's rates. And they have rates for personal loans starting at 7.25% and going up to 9.5%. The 7.25%, if the 7.25% is the rate that I would receive if I were to have a 2-year loan term. The 9.5% rate is if I were to have a 7-year term loan. Now, there are other increments between the 2 and 7 years, but essentially that's what I'm looking at. I'm considering doing the 2-year term loan. What I have to be careful about is making sure that I don't overexert myself when it comes to a payment, because if I do this, I will now have 2 loan payments for this Cosign loan. I'll still have to pay the current service provider, as well as my credit union. So I need to make sure that what I'm paying is manageable between the two loans. If I do this refinance, I'm not refinancing the whole loan amount right away. So that's why I'll still have the two payments. I would be doing it incrementally. I'm still trying to think about at what increment I would like to refinance. I don't know if I should do, a half a year's worth of payments of what I'm paying now, or if I should do a little less than that, a little more than that. I have to figure out what is manageable for me. So that's what I'll be working on this week. I'm still going to continue to reach out to the person as well, because I ultimately want that person to refinance without my name on it. It is probably a stretch, but it doesn't hurt to attempt and ask. Moving on from that, I don't have any of these small bills coming out of this paycheck. Once again, I don't use this check for any core expenses, so we can move on. Now, something I brought up in my last budgeting video that I said I don't do often, but after having a very long conversation with my husband, I do need to do this, is clothing. Now, between my two jobs, one is a very, very behind the scenes, no one has to see me, no one does see me type of situation. And one is a very much I'm seen on almost a daily basis situation, and it's also a career where my presentation is important. And so I'm very, very comfortable in t-shirts and a hoodie, and that's how I've been living my life for the past I don't know how many years, in a t-shirt and the hoodie. But that's not going to work. And I need to put some effort into my attire. And no, my husband didn't say this to me. I said this to him. And, he was just giving me tips. He was just encouraging me and telling me to look at this as an investment into my career and not as me just blowing money. So I am going to buy some clothing. I'm going to allocate $250 to clothing for this paycheck. I really hope that I don't spend $250. I'm going to try. I don't even like shopping, to be honest with you, because I'm very much a person that I don't want to have to look through clothes. I want to get in and get out. I don't shop anywhere where things are all chaotic and disorganized. I just rather shop online and have something sent to me. I am going to go in person though tomorrow, because when you order stuff online, sometimes it doesn't fit properly. And once again, I don't care how inexpensive or expensive the clothing is, it does need to fit me properly. Because like I said, for what I'm doing, my presentation is very important. And so I would like to find quality clothes at an affordable price that fit me well. So I do need to go in person to try these things on. Y'all pray my strength, because I do not like to shop. Moving on, we have my husband's 40th birthday. I've been putting aside $100 from not every check, but from this particular check, I've been putting $100 away towards his birthday. Next up is my emergency fund. I've been putting a lump sum away towards my emergency fund. We are working on rebuilding that back up. And so I'm going to put $500 into my emergency fund from this paycheck. Next up is, let's go down to vacation. So I paid off my birthday vacation, so all of that's done. I should not have any more expenses for that, aside from I may need to buy a pair of walking shoes because where I'm going, there will be a lot of walking. But I'm not doing that anytime soon, and hopefully I won't even need to do that. But we do have the wedding that we're going to coming up, and so our remaining payment for that is $599. We also need to buy travel insurance, which will be an additional $106. Pause. I just want to say, if you are traveling and need travel insurance, go to travelinsurance.com. It allows you to compare rates. I am not affiliated at all with them, but this will be the second time I bought travel insurance off of that site. And when I say the prices are significantly cheaper than anything that I've been quoted by any travel agent, I mean, it's a night and day difference. And these, like the quotes that you get on that site, are from reputable insurance companies. So you don't have to worry about having janky insurance. It is reputable and it's very inexpensive. So if you need it, go to travelinsurance.com. Highly recommend it. It's been so simple, easy. I hope I don't actually need the insurance. I hope nothing happens, but it's just been such a great experience. So with that being said, the total amount that needs to go to vacation is $702. So that trip will be paid off. That leaves $152. I'm going to put that on my debt snowball, so that will go onto my student loans. I'm happy to be able to put an extra payment on that. Also, if I don't spend the full $250 on clothing, I will put whatever is left on my student loans as well. Now, getting into the life update. I was supposed to be submitting my 2 weeks notice today, and that is not happening. How much do I want to disclose? So a lot of things are happening next year, and my husband and I just felt it best if I work for a little bit longer to save up and to put away, to rebuild our emergency fund for sure. And so, unfortunately, I will not be quitting my job yet. I'm definitely going to be out of there by my birthday, which is in the fall. And that's at the latest, but I'll probably be working both jobs probably between the next 2 and 3 months. Just so you're clear, I do have, so one job is full-time and one job is part-time. And so it's just really tough switching my mind between the two jobs because they're like night and day. One is extremely demanding and one isn't really demanding at all. And so it's just been challenging, and just working so many hours. Like I work a whole lot, and it's really not a sustainable situation. And so that's where I'm at. That is where I'm at. My boss from one of my jobs quit abruptly. The job I was planning to quit, he quit abruptly. So that's been like crazy. And yeah, I'm ready to be done, but I'm just going to stick it out for a little while longer, not too much longer, because I just cannot, but just a little while longer. And so I need to tell my other boss that I'm no longer quitting my other job. He's fully aware, so I don't want anyone to think like anything tricky's going on over here. But I did tell him I was planning to quit, put in my resignation today, but now I have to go back to him and tell him, it's probably going to be a little bit longer. So that's it with that. So I guess one benefit of that is I don't need to worry about, all the little side hustles as of right now. I probably still will do user testing just because it's so easy and quick to make money off of there. But I'm probably not going to worry about door dashing at the moment. My husband's really not a fan of me door dashing either, just because of the age of my car and just everything that we've gone through with my car, which makes sense. So that's it. That's the update. Please, if you haven't done so, like this video, subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Next up will be my closeout for June. I'll be showing you my net worth. On my last closeout video, I forgot to include my children's 529 accounts. So I will update my number from May to reflect what the balances were for their accounts from May. But I'll give a full closeout net worth video for June, so you could see my progress with paying off debt, my progress with building wealth, and just our overall, well, not our, but my overall financial situation. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for leaving comments. I really, really, really love reading your comments and getting your feedback and your advice. If you have any advice on the term limit I should take for the cosign loan, let me know. If you have advice on what that increment should be when I roll the money over to the credit union, how much I should roll over at one time. The plan is to, once I pay it off, take another loan out and just keep doing it until it's all gone. But let me know what you feel that increment should be. Thank you so much for watching. If you are in the United States, have a wonderful Independence Day. Yeah. Talk to you later.